Well, guys, welcome to Talladega. Obviously, the race has already started. What happened was I couldn't actually get into the race until, like, 5 minutes ago, even though the race actually started about 45 minutes ago, and, what happened is now we're 42 laps down, because one guy managed to get into the race, so now the race is official because everybody else has joined. So I am actually a couple of laps down from some of these guys. Yeah. I'm actually a few laps down from some of these guys, just purely based on the time that I decided to hit F5 on the iRacing screen and get back in the race, and we're just here to salvage iRating. There was nothing I could do about this. I mean, obviously we're gonna race again, because this is not fair at all. One guy gets 40 laps up on the field. How is that fair at all? But for the moment, I'm gonna have to live with what we have here. So I guess I restarted the race 18th, and just purely based on the time that I got into the race. I just got into the race. Somebody brought the caution out to try and get everybody filed back together, and I'm really just in this race now to salvage iRating. That's all it is.
Everybody's doing a good job.
I was looking.
Long ways to go, fellas. Long ways. Nice and smooth.
I was really looking forward to trying to try and redeem myself from the horrible Daytona Speed Weeks weekend that we had, but I guess that's not going to happen. I think we're just going to be able to salvage a little bit of iRating here, and maybe we'll try again on Friday night or Sunday morning, depending on if the site gets fixed or not. We're going to try and finish out this race, though, regardless of what happened. So, I guess we will see you all at the restart here, so you guys can see some actual racing. I don't know if we could really call it racing, but it's the closest thing to racing we're going to get to tonight, so we'll see you all then. And I'll rejoin you on the restart here, guys.
Oh.
Alright, well, here we are. I guess this is going to be the first bit of real racing we get to do tonight. I guess I'm going to have to treat this as a practice race. So, here we go. Haven't practiced at all here.
Be ready. Be ready.
Big checkup on the inside line. The leader is not going at all.
Inside. Still inside.
Don't really know what I want to do here. I think I'm going to move out of these guys' way.
Still inside.
Because I have no reason to really be in anybody's way. I'm actually a few laps down from some of these guys.
Still on the inside.
So, you know, there's no real reason to try and fight them so hard.
Still inside. All clear. Outside. In and out. No hole yet.
I don't believe we will be in a lucky dog position as we go 4 wide.
Still there. In and out.
Yeah, you're not going to go
Clear,
far,
clear.
buddy.
1 wide. In and out. Still there.
Oh, shit.
Still there.
I'm backing out of this.
Outside. Inside. 1 only. Inside.
Yeah, I'm not putting up with that. We're falling behind the pack. Because I don't want to get wrecked out again of a plate race.
Inside.
Man, that
Still inside.
it's a little scary. There's no reason to be racing 4 wide.
Still inside.
I mean, we're all just gonna wreck.
Still with you. outside.
In fact, I'm gonna back out of it just a little more.
Smart move there, Tom. I'd have done the same thing you're
Door
doing.
clear.
Just gonna ride behind these guys. We'll be in the pack, but at the end of the pack. So if there is an incident, we can avoid it.
Above us that iRacing just said these races aren't official.
It's in the forums, unofficial.
Wow.
Sorry, Cobb, I didn't know you did. My bad.
Oh boy. What do I do?
Unofficial.
So should we keep racing? I don't know.
Still there.
When is the reschedule?
Still outside. There. That's a good job.
Friday at 9 p.m.
Working the top.
Are they going to adjust iRating, or if it's unofficial, does iRating get adjusted?
Clear outside. Quarter outside.
Nothing's gonna count.
Still out there.
But it's gonna say basically it's gonna happen Friday's the next
You're
race.
clear.
Well, we're racing anyway.
Outside quarter.
This is a good opportunity to get
My
some.
team keeps saying they haven't seen anything this
Still
morning.
there.
This is a good opportunity to get some
I got
much-needed
different on mine,
practice,
sorry.
regardless of
Still outside on your quarter.
whether this race goes
Right
official or
outside.
unofficial. Because
so
this race is not official?
That's what people are telling me, but I haven't seen it. It's just what they're telling me.
Outside.
in a practice session, you're not going to get a pack this big, and I haven't practiced in a pack at all. My only practice has been by myself, just working on my setup, and it looks like we have a pretty fast setup for the next race, whenever that may be.
Where is he seeing it?
Outside. Still there.
Announcement. 13, I would push you, but I have 80 tape. I can't push.
Why would you put
Trying to get to the
80%
front,
tape
so I
on
don't
a
blow.
pack race? Makes absolutely no sense.
I'll just push it as much as I can.
Looks like our pack is actually losing a bit of ground here. I'm surprised how that works. There's no reason we should be losing ground like that. Going plenty fast. Yeah, I'm
Inside.
gonna get back out of this pack here.
Still inside.
Remember, even if this race is unofficial, it will still count towards safety ratings. So we're just gonna stay out of this pack as much as we can,
Too wide.
or try to get to the back of the pack,
Inside. One only.
since I have nothing to gain.
Still there, man. Still there. Inside.
Yeah,
One
my
only.
teammate's not found anything.
Yeah, I must be getting trolled then. I'm sorry, yes. I mean,
How many laps to go? 39 laps of this? Holy
one guy, and
shit.
he's calling Keister. I mean, take it for what it's worth.
Oh, I can't believe I gotta do
It's in the
39 more laps of this.
Race is staying official, guys. Race is staying official. There's nothing official posted by anything. Race is still official.
Say that again.
How about we just keep racing? I'm not pulling over. Just keep racing.
Jesus, what is
Outside.
Or Jesus.
Still out there.
Cody, you care if I
Clear.
push you?
Race is staying official. Because iRacing can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna need to put more tape on this thing for Friday night. Oh,
Outside.
saw some trouble in the middle of the pack there.
Still there. Still outside.
Yeah, so I guess I'll talk about a few things while this is all going on.
What lap is the leader on?
Oh,
If I can
come
get
on.
a
You
word
couldn't have stayed
in.
up. I pushed you in the lead. You couldn't have stayed up for me there for some.
Don't want to talk over these guys.
We just got 37 to go.
Ryan, that wasn't the lead, man.
Still there. Clear. Clear.
Gotta try and hang on to the back of this pack here.
If I told you guys about this, I guess they're in the lower part of the.
Looks like we're
race,
all
they're
getting
like
a
around
single
50,
file for the
they're
most
letting
part
the rest
here.
of the field catch up, so they have raced out of it.
but Tom doesn't want to do it, so we're not going to have that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, top split, they waited for everybody to catch up and then they started.
Can't tell yet.
I mean, if you had a 41 lap lead, would you give it
Still
up?
their door.
I'll be honest, if I had it, I wouldn't.
Still their door.
I'm not gonna
Whoa!
wait 45 minutes.
Holy shit!
Tell my wife
Even,
I know I wanted
you know, even in
I think
this
I
race,
better
people
either.
are just silly.
I mean, the guy did sit in here for how long and turn
That-
left by himself to get that.
That's ridiculous that we're wrecking each other in this race of all races. I mean, there was absolutely no need for that. So, you know what we're gonna do is,
You're behind the 11.
and yes, this is recording. What we're gonna do, I think we're gonna pit. We're gonna make some adjustments, just because we can. We need to stop for fuel to go to the end on this race anyway. We won't stop again. And I guess this race will be official. I have no idea if it will be official or not. Some people are saying it's going to be official, some saying it isn't. You know, I can't trust any of these guys, so you know what? I have to race like, my decision is to race like it's going official regardless of what happens.
Come around the pace car.
And, you know, I guess now would be a good time to uncheck some boxes here. So, how in the hell did my buttons get all mixed up here?
You're going to be lining up behind the 11.
I was messing around with, some of the options here to get the radios all set up for this race, and I kind of screwed up my controls. So,
And that's setting laps to go, so if he pulls over, we just...
I guess we're gonna have to try to finish this thing out, regardless of what happens in the race. Oh man, I'm just so flustered now, I can't even say a sentence properly. Alright, now I can think, I think.
Dog. Let them by on the outside.
So once the pit lane opens up here, we're gonna stop and get two right sides and make those necessary adjustments, and we're just gonna play around with it, but we're gonna try and stay out of trouble. And I think I'm gonna need to increase the field of vision. Not the field of vision, but I don't know, I'm having that issue where the cars don't appear when they're far away, when they're a certain distance away, so gonna have to play with that in the meantime. After this race, I believe. I don't know, I don't remember what the setting is, but the cars only appear when they're a certain distance near us, not, they should be visible to us at any time, but if these cars were at the end of at the entry to turn 3 here, let's say, I won't be able to see them, so we're gonna have to change that, because that's not good for potentially avoiding wrecks, and you need to be able to see down the whole track, obviously, so that's got to change. Yeah, I'm just flustered by what happened here. Extremely, extremely frustrating to know that went down the way it did.
Yes.
But really, is there any reason to try and tandem with somebody in a practice, what essentially boils down to a practice race? I mean, there was absolutely no reason for that crash to happen. So, here's our pit guy. Oh, I didn't overshoot the box here. Let's see if it takes the adjustments that I gave it. Alright, it did. So we will be able to make it to the end here on fuel, and we'll see you at the restart here.
Race cars off. Be ready.
Alright, here we go. Restart at Talladega. Everybody's single file because everybody but the leader
Leaders on pit road.
obviously everybody but the leader is not on the lead lap, so we're all single file right now because we all took the wave around because the leader pitted. So here we go again. Got a little more tape on it, a little more cross weight,
Outside.
so it should be a little faster.
Clear, clear, clear.
Also increase the right front
Outside.
pressures, so
Too wide outside.
should be a little
Outside.
faster at
One
least.
only. Still there.
Should be good on fuel to the end of this thing. I think there's like 32 laps or 31 laps left to go in this race. Now, one thing you might notice is that my steering wheel is not straight. And the reason for that is because that's intentional.
Clear.
Remember how a few years ago in the real world you could skew the bodies? The teams were skewing the bodies of the Gen 5 car, the COT car. You can still do that in the super speedways in this car. You can... Now, despite the car being a live rear axle car, you can manipulate the toe settings somehow.
You gotta get in front of...
Where you can actually skew the body and get some speed out of this thing. So just something to think about if you're new to building plate track setups or what have you. Man, we are not pulling up to these guys at all.
Yeah, could be good.
Gonna get a shove here down the back straightaway. Hopefully he doesn't wreck me. Very sketchy to push in the Gen 6 car. That's how the last guy got wrecked.
Clear. That was a good job.
Real unstable in the tri-oval when I'm getting pushed. Let's try and stay in the pack,
Still outside.
but there's really no reason to push in this race.
Still outside.
But 5 car thinks he's
Still
gonna
there.
win the race from 40 laps down apparently, but oh,
Still outside. Clear, clear, clear. Caution. That was close.
oh boy, these guys are morons.
Dang it, man, you just cost me the lucky dog with that. Pay attention.
These guys are absolute idiots out here tonight. They are wrecking for zero. They literally have zero chance of the win. They're really only racing you this for SR, and they're still wrecking each other. That is
Telling me to let
the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I think
We're gonna have to go around pace.
I think we should make a thread, a public service announcement, if you will, that, yeah. We'll just make I feel like I should just make a video that sounds almost like an emergency broadcast system
Come around.
announcement, you know.
Lining up behind the
You'll have your little buzzer going off, a plain black screen with old looking text, and it'll just say, "You cannot push in the Gen 6. You will spin the other guy out. Repeat, you will spin the other guy out." So that's what we're dealing with here, apparently. nobody has still figured out that you cannot push in the Gen 6. I mean, I don't know why people still try it. You cannot do it unless it's on a straightaway. But I guess people can't get it through their heads that you can't push in the Gen 6, so not gonna pit here, so we'll see you all at the restart. Well, here we are again, restarting. Even though we're how many ever laps down, there's only 4 cars in front of us for the restart here. Very odd sight to see.
Look at the bag sitting here on the entry into turn 1.
But
Try to avoid
we'll get
that.
some practice being in the front of the pack, I guess. Everybody's going to be single file for the restart here.
Yeah.
So, one car's actually pitting. Well, those guys are going to get a good jump on the field.
Green flag. Leaders on pit road.
And now I'm all by myself.
Chris, you want to try to work with me and guarantee yourselves a top 5?
9.
Come on, you have... Yes,
Man. I can't believe I've ran 32 laps already, and we still have
Go ahead and go around.
23 to go. All by ourselves somehow.
No, you dropped that now for sure.
Try and get back to that 27 car.
Hey Chris, I'm just trying to guarantee it's the top 5 right here.
We need to draft off somebody. Might be cutting it close on fuel here, so gotta draft with whoever I can. I'm sure we'll all come together sooner rather than later, but for the moment I'm just trying to keep up. Hopefully these guys don't get too ridiculous pushing each other and cause another wreck that happens right in front of me. I don't think I've avoided 2, but I don't think I can avoid 3. So I just want to see this go green at the end and finish this thing off, because this has just been horrible. There's no reason this should happen under any circumstances.
Alright, we're in the pack, Tom, we're in the pack.
Well, it looks like we're able to stay with them, but not pull up to them somehow. Oh crap, we're racing somebody on our lap, so we can't back out now. What a very odd Talladega race, people. Certainly the weirdest I've ever been a part of. With those guys in front of us, we're actually running similar speeds to solo laps and qualifying somehow. These are similar to the speeds I was running with 100% tape actually, so that's kind of funny.
20 to go, guys.
Swapping 3. Swapping 3. Swapping.
Yeah, I'm not moving out of those guys' way. I need to try and hook onto the back of some of these guys. Actually, I think it would be wiser if I stayed high for these guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of these guys' way and fall behind that little pack there that they've created for themselves. That I actually somehow managed to get completely away from.
Inside. Too wide,
Hopefully we can hang on to the back of this
Hey, Bill, I can't push it there.
string.
I got tape on the thing. I'm already done.
1 wide.
Switching 3 here. Switching 3.
Stop inside.
Alright, so
Push is stick close with the 3 of us here together. We might make up some time. We're doing checking up some.
Water inside. Inside clear.
a lot of shatter, as one would expect at Talladega.
Inside your
Can we get
door.
a train, like, leader
people still think they need to tandem, and then as such they still think they need to switch for some reason.
Whoever's taped up should be up front.
I really don't understand the
Like I said, that's
reasoning for wanting to tandem
Go load it. Go
in
load
this
it, 'cause I got
car.
45.
I could understand if it was the Nationwide or the truck, but
you just fall back to the
this shouldn't work at all.
The second place guy gets not. No, don't check. Oh my.
Chris, have you got hotkeys that say switch?
So we'll get in line here. We'll be bookended by the 30 and the 6, hopefully.
Still there.
So we'll have less of a risk of losing the draft. Come on, 8. Hook on to the back of us.
Switch in one.
He should be able to keep us in the pack anyway. And hopefully these guys will know to take it easy. Probably not a good idea to check up like that.
Still outside.
I don't know why the 8's trying to get out of line here.
You drop back to the end and I'll push. And then we keep doing that.
That doesn't matter now, we lost 2 seconds from when we started.
But you're going to see a lot of this whenever this race goes for real, either Friday or Sunday. You're going to see a lot of single file racing, I imagine. You're not going to see a whole ton of pack racing like this, especially if there's a long green flag run where pit stops will make the difference. In that case, you might see more tandems, but
How many laps, Tom?
I wouldn't expect much of that either.
Coming to 16 to go.
Just trying some different tactics here, trying to figure out whether lifting or dragging the brake is better in the pack with this package. I've heard dragging the brake is better, but I've also heard that's a holdover from the old days. So.
I'm sorry.
Look at all this exciting single file racing, guys. Oh, man. This is the absolute lamest thing I've ever been a part of. Certainly the weirdest.
I didn't mean to hit that, Chris.
We're all good.
Looks like 50% tape will work in
Switching one.
in the draft here. I'm not getting hot at all. I don't think 250 oil temp is anything to worry about.
Got a 2.8 second on the guy that's in fourth.
Outside.
I don't know what this 8 is doing here. He's not going to get any sort of run.
Pushing it safe. Trying to keep it slow as possible.
Outside. Outside.
In third.
Tell you. Clear.
I don't know what he's doing. He's not going to make a run of any kind without any help, and I'm not about to move off the inside lane because there's no reason to. We've got guys in front of us, laps down from us. We've got guys in front of us, laps in front of us, many laps up from us, so I really just don't see the point. And yes, it makes for a boring video, but, you know,
I got the speed.
there's no reason to really push.
I try to cool it off.
I can only gain one spot at best, so I'm not going to push hard to finish 15th. Let's just keep it at that. Had to check up there, thought there was going to be another wreck. Well, you know, we'll get some nice safety rating points out of this at least. Hopefully. Definitely don't want to see that in a plate race, but it looks like he's okay now. Really need to stay single file here so we can catch up to that group in front of us. Not be trying to pass each other for meaningless positions. Meaningless track position, that is.
I'm gonna go high in 3.
When am I in the caution right now?
How many laps are left in this? Well, the leader is going to dictate how long this race takes, and apparently he needs to stop for fuel. But we're not going to make up any time. We're still like 35 laps off the pace.
The leader has a
So...
little bathroom or something.
Clear, clear.
Oh shit! If the leader, if the leader has a problem with his connection and drops,
I hope he hurries up and finishes his 10 laps.
then this race will go the full distance, and that won't be good.
Good, I'm starting to get a lot of latency issues.
So hopefully this this leader is still on the track. Otherwise, we are completely screwed for a decent finish.
Go ahead here, I gotta get there. Hey Steve, I'm blowing up, second one.
That's never something you want to hear from a car that's just a few car lengths in front of you. Well, looks like he's gonna back out of it and maybe call it a day, maybe.
Clear. Good job.
Time to go right now.
Well, time to go. Nothing we can really do at this point. Man, this windshield's getting real dirty.
Cody gotta get a swap here.
But this is all you missed at Daytona, really. Not much at all.
Inside.
Not.
Still there.
Need to be able to clear this guy. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do it.
Still inside.
Chris, if you want to, for safety, we can go to the back of this and not have to worry about losing a spot.
Let him go.
We will, we won't lose the draft at least.
Missed him a little bit.
Well, hopefully you won't try to push when it's very obvious that there's really no advantage to be gained from pushing. These two in front of us are trying to push and they're not gaining any time. In fact, they're actually losing time, I think.
Come down, Chris.
But yeah, the physics of the Cup car have changed so much in the last couple of builds that I don't think you're going to see any real tandem racing when this thing does go official for real. And well, when we go racing for real, you know what I mean. But, I mean, I don't even know what I'm talking about, it seems.
Hey, I was pulling the motor off, Michael. I'm not doing anything stupid.
Outside. Still outside.
Oh, it's so sketchy to push. I didn't want to push him entering the turn. Uh-oh.
There we go.
Good job, bud. Tell me what you got quickly.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Are you friggin' kidding me? How do
You're
you
gonna be
come down
lining
and
up
do that
behind
hitting in the corner like that?
That was interesting. He didn't even hold his brakes
Check
at
up in
all.
two, check up in two.
9.
Wow.
dog. Let them by.
On
the outside.
Yeah.
Behind the 30.
When you wreck like that, guys, don't be like that guy. Hold your brakes. I mean, that was kind of ridiculous. He literally came across the whole track as we were coming by him. So, if you're gonna wreck, stay wrecked. Don't try and bring it down to the apron. Well, it looks like we're gonna get a short run to the checkered flag here to finish this thing out. So we'll see you all at the next restart. Well, guys, it's gonna be 2 laps to go when we get the green flag here. We're all checking up. We just got the wave around, and we're all gonna restart here and finish this race off. I can't believe we're gonna have run 57 laps of this. But let's just finish this thing off nice and clean and gain some SR, maybe gain some iRating, and that'll be the end of it.
Now.
So, let's go.
Green flag is out.
Get some good practice for the Friday race, potentially, or Sunday, whenever this thing goes green. Let's just ride in line.
2 laps to go, 2 laps to go. Outside.
No reason to
Still there on
push.
your quarter outside. Clear.
Actually, you know, I'm gonna move to the bottom here
Still outside.
and let the field pass me, because there's no reason for me to
Outside.
race
One
any of
car
these
only.
guys.
2 wide outside. Still there. Outside. 1 car only.
Gonna
Clear.
get it?
Alright. So if they wreck, then we'll be in a good position to avoid the wreck at least. I don't think we're gonna wreck though. There's literally no way for us to gain position in this race, so I think we're okay with where we are now. It's like now we'll get 2 to go. The leader is behind us, so next time around I believe will be the white flag.
White flag.
Yep, there it is. We have not received the white flag yet, so we still have to go around 1.5 more times. Oh man, we can really pull up to these guys right now.
Start finding your entrance to pit road. We've been here in a few. Outside. Clear up top.
Let's see if this works. I'm gonna try and side draft him a little,
Still there.
and now move away from him.
I'm blowing up 29. I'm trying to look around.
And now he's on my left
there.
rear quarter paddle. Here we go. Finally gonna make it to the end of a plate race for once.
Still inside.
But the bad luck continues at the plate tracks. So sorry that wasn't a very entertaining race, guys, but it was out of our hands. We couldn't really do anything about that.
Here comes the hit, Cody.
And by the way, none of these guys that in front of us can win the race, but they're still racing like that. So I guess that's how they want to race. And there isn't actually a real proper race going on.
Second.
So yeah, there we go, guys.
Checker flag.
Well, we actually finished a plate race for once, but not under the circumstances that we were looking for. This will not be the only video of the weekend, I can tell you that right now. We'll run again Friday or Sunday, whenever the next race goes official here. Whenever that may be. Because trust me, I'm not happy with 16th while being handicapped by being multiple laps down from the very beginning, quote-unquote, of the race. So, but we got some good practice for the next race, whenever that is. I've learned this car can handle 50% tape, apparently. And I will put that to good use for Friday or Sunday, whenever we get to race. So this actually turned out to be pretty good practice, considering I hadn't actually run in a pack or on an online practice server at all. Only in testing by myself did I do any actual practice. So I guess we'll see you all in a couple of days. Alright guys, take care, bye.